San Felipe del Morro explore and document. but not in my world. Diary is not our the lighthouse in Hốc Tour and the lighthouse in Light Tour. What are you thinking about them? Finish Thai and Húc go to San Juan. Go to Thai and Húc. Go to Brom. Go San Juan. Yeah. Say, here to here. Subscribe my channel.